Would you like to improve your grammar by learning about the present perfect in English? Welcome to Jen's Jyugyou. My name is Jen, and today we're going to talk about what the present perfect is and how to use this often tricky grammar point. The present perfect is a grammar tense, a verb tense that we use in English to talk about events that have happened in the past. They are past events. The event could be finished now, or if the event continues to happen, we can also use present perfect together with the words for or since. Although the present perfect is talking about past events, it is not the same as simple past. When we use the simple past in English, it is always for a past completed, finished event. In addition, when we use the simple past, we know exactly when the event happened. And often within that sentence or within that conversation or paragraph, when the action took place is mentioned. Did it happen last week, yesterday, 10 years ago, in 1986? When the event happened, you need to say, and it needs to be clear when you use the simple past. However, with the present perfect, it is not necessary to say when the event happened. So we tend to use the present perfect when either we don't know exactly when the event happened or we don't care when the event happened. It's not an important part of what we want to communicate with someone else. For example, if I took this sentence, I have lived in Japan, I want people to focus on my action of me living in Japan. I have lived in Japan. And I have not said when this action happened in my sentence because even though I obviously know when, it is not important for what I want to communicate. The same sentence could be said in the simple past. I lived in Japan in 2009 until 2013. However, when I lived in Japan may not be something that is important to the conversation that I am having. So then I would want to use present perfect to focus on the action. So then if I say I have lived in Japan, if people want to know when it happened, they can ask, oh, when did you live in Japan? And I can explain. Now that you know when to use the present perfect, let's take a look at how to make this grammar point in English. To make the present perfect, you will start with your subject. Who is doing the action? Then you will add the word have or has. Depending on what your subject is, you need to think about subject-verb agreement for whether or not it should be have or has. So he, she, it will be has. Your other subjects will be have. So subject plus have or has plus the past participle. The past participle in English is sometimes called verb number 3 because it's the third category when you are remembering irregular verbs. When you use the past participle, if you have a regular verb, you just add ed to the end, the same as when you are using simple past verbs. However, if it's an irregular verb, you don't add ed, the verb will do something different. So eat, ate, eaten. Eat is the simple present, ate is the simple past, and the past participle is eaten. This is why it's very important to remember irregular verbs in sets of 3, so that when you want to use the present perfect, it's easier to remember the specific verb that you need to use. Let's take a look at a couple of sentences in the present perfect. I have visited Egypt. You have swum at the beach. He has won an award. She has graduated university. It has recovered from its illness. They have bought a house. We have eaten poutine. I mentioned before that with present perfect sentences, the action could be finished, or the action could also be continuing. And if we want to emphasize the fact that an action started in the past, but is still continuing now, then we can use the present perfect with the words for plus a number of years, or since plus the starting year. I have taught English since 2009, or I have taught English for 11 years. Both of these sentences have the same meaning, so using since plus the start time or for plus the duration. And even though I'm using present perfect, the action is not finished. I continue teaching English almost every day. So we can use the present perfect with for or since to talk about the action that started in the past but is still continuing now. I have been married for almost 8 years. I have been married since 2012. I continue to be married. If you want to make negative sentences using the present perfect, all you have to do is add the word not after have or has. So your sentence should be subject plus have or has plus not, or haven't or hasn't, plus your past participle, and then if you have one, your object. I have not run a marathon. You have not won the lottery. He hasn't studied Portuguese. She hasn't been to Australia. It hasn't snowed in Cambodia. They haven't drunk sake. We haven't climbed a mountain. One interesting thing about negative present perfect sentences is that a lot of native speakers, instead of saying haven't or hasn't, they will say have never or has never, which has the same meaning. But using the word never helps to emphasize the fact that this action didn't happen at all in the past. It has never happened, and it might be unlikely that it'll happen in the future as well. I haven't gone skydiving, or I have never gone skydiving. Sometimes when someone is doing something for the very first time, they're doing the action right now, or they recently did the action, but they want to express the fact that before this point in time, they had never done the action before, then we can use a negative present perfect sentence and then add the word before to the sentence. So, for example, if I am going rock climbing for the very first time, while I'm enjoying rock climbing, I could say to my friend, wow, this is great. I have never been rock climbing before. I'm doing it right now, but I want to express the fact that before this point, the action had never happened. Now, let's talk about how to make questions using the present perfect. A basic yes or no question will start with have or has plus your subject plus your past participle. And then if you have one, your object. Have you visited Japan? And then the answer will be yes, I have, or no, I haven't. Has she seen the new movie yet? Yes, she has, or no, she hasn't. Sometimes native speakers will also add the word ever. Have you ever eaten escargot, which is snails? Yes, I have, or no, I haven't. You can also make WH questions with the present perfect. WH questions are questions that will start with the words who, what, when, where, why, and how. However, most of the time we do not use when to make questions with the present perfect. And the reason for this is because, as I explained, when we use the present perfect, when is not important, or we don't care when it happened. We don't know when it happened. When we want to talk about when something happened, we usually tend to focus on using simple past sentences. Near the beginning of this video, you could hear me say, I have lived in Japan. If you want to know when I lived in Japan, when have you lived in Japan is an okay question, but it would sound more natural if you say, oh, when did you live in Japan? And use the simple past instead. To make other WH questions with the present perfect, you will just put the WH question word who, what, where, why, or how in front of have or has. Then your subject, and then your past participle. How many countries have you visited? What is the most interesting thing you have ever eaten? Where have you been? I was waiting. Oh, how much have I eaten? So today you have learned all about the present perfect in English. I hope that this will help you to make better, more interesting, and more correct sentences. And now it's time for question of the day. Today's question is, what is the most delicious food you have ever eaten? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed to Jen's Jyugyou yet, please hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Good luck with your English studies, everyone, and I'll see you in the next lesson.